ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Sunday, which means it's time for another episode of the anime that proves that the guys who write the descriptions on Crunchyroll do not actually watch anime. Oh boy. So hey, in the last episode, we had a bunch of fuck faces show up, had a bunch of fuck faces die, / get molested, and we had Goblin Slayer Rippin' Oh boy, so I actually really have been looking forward to this because it's nothing revolutionary. It's really not. But it's big dumb it's like playing through Doom. It's dumb, it has no real cultural impact at all. It's just you punching your way through the bloody mess of demons. Or in this case, goblins, and it's fun. And also it pissed off a lot of people that I'm not too big of a fan of on Twitter, so hey, I'm fine with that. Yeah. So let's see who it pisses off this time, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh boy, look at this nice little matte painting village. I bet this isn't going to burn— CG butterfly, scree! I bet this isn't going to burn down at all. Okay. Countdown to death? We're not being shown that kid's face. And the flickering on the thing makes you think this is a flashback, so that's baby Goblin Slayer, isn't it? Why else wouldn't they show us his face? That's little baby Goblin Slayer. When I grow up, I'm gonna fuck all the goblins to death. I just really hate goblins. I don't like them. Please don't let her get killed by goblins. Alright, when's this gonna go tits up? When are we gonna get our traumatic event? When are we getting our traumatic event for little baby Goblin Slayer? CG butterfly scree. Maybe I should bring him back a new— oh, hey, the titties. Oh, that wasn't little baby Goblin Slayer, was it? Okay. That went— I think this might be going a different way than I thought. Ooh. But why didn't they show us that kid's face? Like, normally when they do that, it's because it's a person that we know, but we're not supposed to know that it's them yet. Which kind of defeats the purpose. And whose face have we really not seen? Goblin Slayer. This is a neat little opening, actually. I like the little priestess and Goblin Slayer hanging out. Oh shit, they rolled a 3! Oh no, they failed the perception check! Oh boy. Oh boy, here's all our supporting cast. Hey, and there you are, tits. I don't know her name yet, but fucking she just, that's just a big old bucket. Jesus Christ, was she catching coins in that? Hey, got a bow and an alcoholic. This really is just a D&D party, holy shit. You got the one guy who's bringing in his sheet from fucking, like, the last campaign, and everyone else is rolling level 1s. I'll let you guess which one's bringing in his sheet from the last campaign. Man, they really like whipping out them titties and them asses, don't they? Just whip them out. Wait, what? Why are you CG again? That could have just been a still image. Goblin Slayer, are you never gonna take off your fucking helmet? Guys, what do you got, like, awful fucking face sweat? What are you, like, covered in pimples? He smells goblins! Why is he CG? I mean, it's slightly better CG than in Overlord, but oh boy. And then he's drawn. What's the point? Like, they're just doing, like, a little, like, 3-second loop. Why not draw it? So who was that kid with her, then? Who was that kid? Okay, he's gotta take his helmet off for this, right? Fucking... Take your fucking helmet off! Oh man, look at Goblin Slayer paying his rent. Look at that fucking model citizen. I've had a lot of dead goblins. Specifically goblin-related work. Like, if I was him, you know what I'd do? Like, goblins aren't exactly a challenge for him. Like, why not, like, just have him, like, guide the porcelains? You know, just have him go and be like, hey, any porcelain's going on a goblin hunt and doesn't want to get raped to death, fucking hit me up. Why? Why are you CG? Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and stop it, but I'll probably just point it out of just habit, but why? Like, there's stuff here that could be like a little 3-second loop. Like, are they that strapped for cash? Yeah, they drew her just fine. I guess maybe because, like, and then he's drawn. I mean, it's at least when he's central frame, he's drawn. At the very least, there's that. And I guess the idea that he's head-to-toe armor doesn't actually have a face avoids the uncanny valley, but still. I will send some porcelains to get fucking rocked. That's not a lot of money. I would have loved her to say, sorry fam, about a gold piece short. Yep. I'm pretty sure they want to wait until they've, I'm pretty sure that the goblins want to wait until, you know, nature takes its course before they eat it, though. Like, they were keeping them women alive for a while. Man, Goblin Slayer, you're really... Oh, boy. Fucking Goblin Slayer, like, fucking, he must do, like, a lot of these quests. Like, in order to make that much money just doing Goblin quests. That guy's earrings piss me off, and I don't know why. Like, those guys' like, for some reason, like, his character design just pisses me off, but in a good way. He looks like the self-entitled prick who just gets fucking destroyed by gobos. Ah, yes. You know it's magic, 'cause it's spoken in the most magical language of all, English. He's very good at what he does, bub, and what he does isn't very pretty. Look at that fucking Dragon Slayer next to him. Jesus Christ. Look at all these fucking side characters. Really? Everyone's just talking mad shit. Everyone's just talking mad shit. Like, I kind of want to see these chucklefucks go after goblins and get rocked. You gotta have an item level of 330, fam. Hey fam, why don't you just go take on some goblins? Fucking... The second he hears the G word, I was expecting that eye to light up, just... I really hope that guy gets fucking destroyed. And look at that witch hitting the crack pipe. That's how you know that's a high quality witch. Yeah, he's just gonna sit there and just be like, bring me a goblin. Put it on this table. Really? Like, what is she scared they're gonna go extinct? The fuckers probably breed faster than rats. Every other word out of his mouth is goblin, and I love him. It's been a month? It's been a month. I am surprised she's still alive. I mean, I guess he's been teaching her, which is good. Fucking, like, look at this fucker here taking an apprentice. Proud of you, Goblin Slayer. Alright, you're ready for the genocide. Oh! Every time I see it. Sorry, someone just took the last goblin. Why just intersperse the titties? How many titties are we gonna see? Well, that's probably ended poorly. Seriously, like, everyone's going on like, oh, goblins are such basic bitches, but it seems like every time they talk about fucking goblins, someone is dying. Oof. Oof. And they're all already fucking dead. And let me guess, none of them brought potions, none of them brought antidote. Goblin Slayer believes in you. Like, he's kind of a big deal there. What was it I said last week? In the land of incompetence, the competent man is king? Ugh. Oh, I just saw the plume on his helmet and it looks so bad. Like, most everything else about his model is okay. Like, not good, but okay. That plume. Oh, boy. I'm gonna try to stop. I'm gonna try. But just if it's that blatant, I'm gonna. Oh boy. He ain't gonna just show up at night. Oh boy. Hey! CG goblins! And they already look better than the CG goblins of Overlord. Oh man. They're having problems. Oh, so she did leave that river village to its fucking fate. And there's the same recycled goblin dance. Oof. Oofed into the next dimension. Jesus. Oh man, Goblin Slayer's had a rough life. He's had a hard life. Like, why are there not more people like Goblin Slayer? Like you'd think like it'd be more common. Hey, they made it! Well, that's a better outcome than the first time. Jeez, Jesus Christ, Gobbo, Christ! Like, that's a good fucking shot, Jesus! Fucking man's got like fucking... Guy's got like fucking eagle eyes. And then they get fucked to death. Which means it's Slayer's fault that that guy became an adventurer. Because who else is going to be is like I imagine he's probably smoked out way more nests than everyone else. So chances are the goblin that he chased out of his town, that guy from the first episode, was probably a goblin that ran into Slayer once. Just punch right fucking through him. They got 2 moons, Jesus. Geez, Slayer, how come your mom lets you have 2 moons? Oh, she learned a new spell. Nice. Fucking nice work, priest. I forgot your name already. Fucking level up. Nah, just smoke him out. It's fine. Oh, the fucking Earth Goddess is like, yeah, yeah, suffocate them motherfuckers. Isn't this sage ass motherfucker? Like, this guy's a fucking, like, sage. Imagination is a weapon. Those who die are those who don't use it first. Or whatever the fuck he said. Those who don't use it first die. Because I want you to kill goblins. For a second there, I thought she was crying, and I was about to go like, girl, these things butchered your friends. Oh, God. What chair is fucking squeaking? I mean, I don't think he even really cares about the ranks. I think he's just doing. He's just doing what comes naturally. All right, more goblins. Hey, he's got a love interest. Oh man, I was just here washing my cows. Dang it. Man, dude's just swimming in love interests. Like, got the priest, got the fucking girl at the fucking front desk. Like, was that boy from the start Goblin Slayer or no? Like, hey, and there's the end. There's the end. Alright, we got a... Oh, there's probably going to be an after-credit sequence. Neat. So... Okay, so, So this episode, a lot less, inflammatory than the first one, shall we say. Oh boy. So, seeing, like, a little bit of, like, how the goblins have kind of fucked with, like, just life in general. And, like, seeing that, like, hey, yeah, these villages get burned down, like, a lot. As well as, like, kind of the implication that the reason the guy at the first episode was so, like, full of piss and vinegar is potentially Slayer's fault. That's actually really humanizing and really neat. Like, he's like, I let a guy get away. An adventurer killed it. A villager killed it, thought he could make it as an adventurer, and now he's dead. And it's my fault. Like, that's a really cool implication. I like that. That's fucking neato. And it is really humanizing. And it just fucking thumbs up. Just everything I learn about the Goblin Slayer is just like is just thumbs up. And he's got a fucking bard singing his praises. That's some good shit. Wait, what? And he does not have time for dalliances. He replaced his dick with another sword so he could kill goblins easier. Hey, I see a new party member. It's like all the adventures are taking the piss out of him, but he's got a fucking he's got a boy. He's got a boy fucking like in his corner hyping him up. Like goblins like seem like such a fucking problem. You'd think people would take them seriously. Oh look, it's an elf wife. Neat. Spooky scary. Oh boy, that's That's a setup episode and a half. See, that's how you do a setup episode without fucking just blueballing everyone for a week. Oh boy, so this episode, not like I said, it wasn't as explosive or controversial as the first one, but I still really like that. Just like I said, like seeing like all the villages and just hearing like how big of an issue goblins are, just as well as like hearing Goblin Slayer just kind of like wax philosophical on it a little bit and just good. Like you can never go wrong seeing goblins fucking die, and it's nice. I mean, I'm not gonna not talk about it, but CG. It's become the meme now, hasn't it? Whenever Nozz sees CG, Nozz does the opposite of clap. Just, oh man, like in the first episode, I was like, okay, like every now and again, like, they'd switch to like a CG model for the Slayer, but it's like it was in the dark, so it was fine. But here, it's like every other frame, it's just like switching back and forth, and it's not consistent. At first, I thought, okay, like so when he's not the center of the frame, sometimes they'll put him as a thing. Okay, fine. But then sometimes, then other times, like he'll be in the center of the frame, and no, he's CG. Like it's inconsistent. And then there's sometimes where they use a 3D model when it's like, you could have just used a still image and I wouldn't have said anything. Like when he was like fucking with the fence, right? Like, and you just see his arm like going back and forth like this. It's very stiff. You could have just like kind of had him just going like this, right? Like had both of his arms like obscured by his body. And you could have just made a still image, or you could just made a loop of like maybe his shoulders going up and down, like 2 frames. It would fucking. Like, you could have even Hanna-Barbera'd it and just kind of, like, moved his shoulders separately on, like, a fucking different layer. Like, I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have said nothing if that was the case. Just, but why? Like, because it doesn't seem like they're saving any money by doing it that way, and it's confusing. I don't understand. Like, the usage of the CGI just... Like, it's not as egregious as Overlord. It's not, and it's a much higher quality of CG, but not by actually no, it's not much higher. It's a higher quality, but not by much, and mostly just due to the fucking virtue that they're not modeling human faces with it. Like and they're not modeling things that are like dead center in the shot about 99% of the time. Sometimes they do, and it's really jarring, and you're just like, but why though? But stop it. Stop putting CG models in your fucking anime unless you're just gonna have them on screen for like half a second. Like, oh god, like, just CG wheels. Like, what happened to just drawing like a 2-second loop? Or even better, like, if for like wheels, draw the wheel once and then just rotate it in Photoshop and just, or something like that. Just. Like, that's, I know, that's fucking majorly nitpicky. I know it is, but I don't really have any complaints. Like, any complaint I have is mostly just, like, world-building complaints from last week, where it's like, if goblins are or causing so many problems, why are they a laughingstock? Like, fucking, like, villages getting burned down and shit. Like, like, I get it, like, there's dragons and shit, but, like, that's like worrying about fucking like a sarin gas attack when you have the fucking Crips and Bloods doing a turf war outside your fucking front yard, you know? Like, yeah, someone could drop sarin gas on your house, but it's a lot more likely you're gonna get shot by the fucking gang war going on outside, you know? Like, it's like worrying about a fucking North Korean strike when you live in the bad part of Detroit. Like, priorities. Oh, like fucking, especially since it's like fucking Goblin Slayer, like is doing work. He's doing what he can. He's knocking out like entire strongholds by himself. Like, imagine if like the entire group of like like not even silvers, the guys below silvers, fucking just grouped up and just spent like a week. Just took a week to just go through every goblin every fucking goblin stronghold they could find and burn it down. Not even talking like silvers, the guys below silvers, because there's like silvers is like, well, like 3 ranks higher, so there's like porcelain, next one up, and then silver, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Like, so, like, fucking Goblin Slayer can take them solo. Like, the next level down should be able to do it in, like, groups of 3. Or 2. You know, it's like... Bleh. Bleh, I say to that. Bleh. Like, I don't know, like, there's just so many things where it's just like the world's priorities are fucked, and I guess maybe it's just because, like, oh, they're adventurers, so, like, they see a goblin, they just see essentially a rat on 2 legs. And it's like, oh yeah, no, fuck the normal people. Like, nah, fam. Like, they've stopped being civil servants and instead just started being, like, soldiers of fortune. And that's kind of interesting, but at the same time, it's like, that begs some questions that I don't think the anime wants to answer. Or if it does, that'd be interesting. Yeah, still a good show. It's a neato little show here. Oh, but I just need more. I need more. And it's really cute seeing the priest, like, level up and get new abilities and you know, have, like, that new thing where she just comes up and she's debating, like, her lessons with the Goblin Slayer. Like, hey, so do we really need to, like, burn them out? Like, do we really need to cover ourselves in goblin guts? Like, what about the time? You know, like, I get really tired. Like, just, it's neat seeing that, because then you also get to see her train of thought, but then you also get to hear, like, Goblin Slayer, like, saying, like, no, this is why I do it this way. Fucking trust me here. Ooh. But, yeah, I think that's all I got to say, really. Like, it's just kind of just, like, no, like, that elf. We gotta get to that elf. We gotta get the party together. And see where that shit goes. And I do like that the Goblin Slayer has a hype man. Even though the rest of the adventurers are pricks about it, and they're like, you know, Goblin Slayer, what a fucking tool. Yeah. Like, I do like that he has a hype man in Capital City. He's like, oh, listen to how big his dick is, and how he saved a princess. But he didn't dick that, no. His dick hungers for blood only. Not that kind of blood, either. Like, it's neat. It's cool that he has a hype man. Yeah, that's all I got. Let me know what you think down there in the comments, whether you agree with me, or you disagree with me, or you want to bring up something I omitted, because that happens sometimes. And everybody, yeah, it's neat. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends! And if you really love my content, you can always support me on Patreon, which gets you access to a special patrons-only Discord channel on the open Discord server, where you can recommend things to be reacted to, let's play, streamed, whatever. And also, we got Patreon movie night every month. We just did that yesterday. Now is like a whole bunch of fun, like, day-long affair kind of thing, where we just watched spooky anime all day. That was fun. Anyway, yeah. As always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. I'll see you around.